how lovely it is to be talking about summer styles and colours and all of that. I asked you yesterday that it's something we might just talk about at the very outset, because we are getting into hopefully warmer weather. Shorts, Danny. The plague of those of us who have bad legs. But when the weather is warm and you want to get out and go for a walk or whatever, shorts are the fallback. Is there a pair of shorts for everybody?
There are, Deirdre, like everything else, but you have to be careful in your choice, because again, if you go for the wrong fit, you can end up by looking trashy, or the builder's bum could make an appearance if they're too short.
God forbid.
What I would say is keep away from the hipster shorts, because they're the ones that will give you the most problem.
But what's a hipster short?
A hipster is where the shorts rest on the hips rather than above, near the belly button. Okay. There is more of a full, almost hold me in with the tummy if you go a bit higher, high-waisted, rather than going the hipsters, which are low-waisted. And they don't feel very comfortable, I hear, at times, unless you have a figure to die for.
Okay, so
just remember
say
that.
Teenage girls maybe.
Yes, teenage girls, but after that, just move along to a short. Again, the biggest problem, or the biggest thing you have to watch out for, is that they just high-rise.
Okay.
And the other one is watch the material. Make sure, if you're going for short shorts, that they are a very good material, like a denim or a cotton. The reason for that is you'll have less riding up, because if you sit down, your shorts will get a bit shorter again.
Yeah.
And you'll be showing off more than what
you bargained for.
Or what you should be. And the other thing as well is watch the pockets at the back of your shorts. Because if they're too small, they're going to make your bum look bigger. It doesn't matter if they're too big, because it'll make your bum look smaller. But just watch at the angle that they're at as well. No matter what your size, whether you're a size 6 or whether you're a size 20, just watch the pockets.
Okay, and you brought us in a white pair as well, to illustrate what you're talking about.
Yeah. The reason why I brought in the white pair as well is the underwear underneath them is very important. A lot of people would think because you're going white, you should go white underwear. No.
Really?
Yeah. The white underwear will show off all the lines. The best for white is actually nude, your skin colour. Nude, because that makes a big difference to when you're wearing a white short.
Okay, how come is it?
It is an illusion of the eye, because the nude will match in with your skin, so it looks seamless.
Okay, and would the same apply to wearing white trousers?
Yes, exactly
nude
the
underwear.
same. Nude underwear would be the way to go.
Okay.
Again, you would be avoiding the black unless you want to give that pop star look.
Maybe not.
Yes.
Yeah.
But again, the nude is the brilliant one to do it.
And of course, what about the legs then? I suppose, I mean, you can in the summer you can't wear tights with your
can't,
shorts.
but like that, if you have the family inheritance, as we call it, the varicose veins, maybe keep away from them. Or the other trick is, even if you have a bit of weight, instead of going for the short shorts, go for a bit more length, where there's about maybe 6 to 8 inches above the knee. Can be very flattering, and it can bring, normally with varicose veins, it can be the lower end of the leg can be the problem, but it'll draw the eye up. Do you know? The other thing that you can do if you do suffer from varicose veins and do want to wear the shorts, your camouflage the legs with a bit of
Sally Hansen
is the right way to go. Or you can get a concealer as well that can do the veins. So there's no reason. So if you have bad legs, there's no reason why you can't wear the shorts as well.
Now I notice you've also brought us in a pair of denim shorts to illustrate the point. Are they for everybody, or should certain body shapes avoid?
Again, it depends. I think I shouldn't say no one should. A certain age shouldn't wear them. It really depends. With the denim, everyone can wear the denim. It might be different with our lace shorts that we had earlier. They wouldn't be for everyone. Or the lighter colour. But the denim is like a pair of jeans. Anyone can wear them.
And you can style it with anything then.
And you can style it a longer top, a shorter top, depending on your body shape would be what I would say. But these ones, anyone can wear them.
Perfect. Are we finished with shorts? Can we move on to something else?
We can. Whatever you want to move on to.
The other big thing, of course, that I know you say practically every summer flies out the door is the 3/4 length pants. And I presume you've a big rush on those already, have you?
Yeah, there is a big rush, and I think everyone, especially last weekend when it was getting warmer, again you could see the uptake of them. Oh, it is getting warmer. Thanks be to God, around going in an early holiday would have to be got. But unlike, say, the shorts, you have to be more careful when you go shopping for those. The reason being is because if you have big thighs and big or generous calves, as someone put it to me there recently, you need a looser pair of cut-offs. It'll fit the body better and it won't show off your bad thick legs either. Just to remember, but if you're too skinny, they'll look silly on you.
Okay, so the ones you're holding up now, and again, just to remind people who are giving out and saying it's not television, I can't see what you're talking about, this will be up on Facebook later on. Could you describe the material? It's a beautiful colour, by the way. It's kind of turquoise, isn't it?
It's a turquoisey blue. And again, they're slightly textured. And again, if you have bumpy legs or if you suffer from a bit of cellulite, these are ideal at covering up those.
And they come down as far as your...
They come...
Calf,
mid-calf.
Okay, so they're nice and cool.
They're nice and cool. Again, they're nice and loose. And again, watch out for the pockets where they are. If you have a big tummy, make sure they're not front of the cut-offs. Go for a slit pocket. They're actually a lot more comfortable.
Okay.
Do you know? And they won't be gaping like they would otherwise. Do you know?
Okay.
The slit pockets.
What about shoes, footwear generally with 3/4 lengths?
What is brilliant with the 3/4, if you wanted to dress up something, put on a bit of a heel, a platform or a high heel, a stiletto type if you wish. And again, if you wanted to cash it down, you could always put the runners under it quite easy.
So
either, depending on your style and what you can walk in and comfortable. Do you know? There's something for everyone. It's just a case of going out and finding it.
Okay, have you more 3/4 lengths to show us? Is there a khaki pair there?
There isn't a khaki pair. I think you might be
I'm looking at the wrong item on the rail. Okay. This is another blue pair.
This is another blue pair. Again, unlike the other one, there isn't as much stretch, but there is loads of stretch in these ones. Loads of stretch altogether. And they're a thinner leg. They're not a slim leg. They're called a comfort leg. It's tight, but it's not over tight. And again, with the material being stretchy, if you're walking, or you can do a lot more in these ones as well. And they're fully elasticated and they've the pockets in the right area as well for the majority of people.
Yeah, they look very comfortable and there's a bit of give in them around the waist.
There's a lot of give. There's about maybe 3% to 4% elastin in these. They will be comfort, but they won't stick to you like glue either. There's a fine line when you go looking for 3/4.
Perfect. So you found that those have been big sellers the last couple of years. And what do you team them up with then on top?
Again, if you wanted to dress them up, you could always put a blazer with them. You can put a t-shirt with them. A lot of people with the longer 3/4 will actually put a tunic length, which is a longer over them as well to catch them down. It's up to yourself, depending on the occasion. You can put say with the likes of this, you could put a pussy bow blouse over it to dress it up and put your blazer over it. You can do so much with them. They're very versatile, and I think that's one of the reasons why they sell so well as well.
Yeah.
You can make them work for you in the wardrobe.
Okay. Well, look, we might take a quick break at this stage, Danny, and I'm sure people have questions for you. There's a lot of summer weddings happening. We're still seeing a few confirmations and communions, I think.
Yes, the communions are still in full flow.
Yeah, and there could be people looking for last-minute style advice. So if anyone has an occasion coming up, or maybe you don't, but you just want advice about buying jeans or shorts or whatever it is, send your question in for Danny. He is an award-winning stylist as well as being a radio star, just to remind you of all of that. 083 300 300. 17 minutes to 3 on Thursday's Talk About. Back with more fashion in just a moment. Now, thank you to everybody who's been sending in comments about the various topics we've been discussing, and we will try to come back to some of those before the show is over. But for now, though, we're going to stick with fashion. And Danny, this time of year, I think, can be tricky with the Scaravine, and the Scaravine really is a thing, because some days you go outside the door and you need your winter coat, and more days you go outside the door and you don't need a coat at all, maybe just a cardigan at most. And it's very hard to get a jacket that can cover those extremes of temperatures.
Yes.
So you're going to talk to us a bit about that.
I suppose the holy grail that I would say, which is brilliant depending if the temperatures go up and down, it is something that has cotton in it, because that fluctuates the body very easy. And the likes of this, they could be called a denim style jacket, but they're not the denim, blue denim. What's happening now, every shop in the country has them. They can be in shocking pink, they can be in different shades of blue, khakis, oranges, are these jackets. Now,
that's a lovely shade. That's kind of a mint.
A mint going almost down to what do they call it? An aqua kind of a colour. That kind of a greeny aqua kind of a colour. It's lovely. Again, the likes of these you can throw over a good dress to cash it down. There is a bit of an elastication in them, but the one warning I would say, these are a fitted jacket. I don't like using the word slimline jacket. It is, what it's called is a fitted jacket. So some people may have to go up a size in it. It's not you, it's actually the jacket, because it's supposed to be a bit close to the body to keep you warm with the cotton. But this would be ideal for this time of year, and there is an array of colours out there.
And you brought it in orange as well. And
I brought it in the orange again. The reason why I done that, because orange is very good when you have a tanny skin. It'll show off your tan a bit more, and it's so fresh. A lot of people are afraid of it. It's great with my type of hair colour, which is the grey. It just gives it a lift. A lot of people, again, are afraid of it. It's everywhere, so try it.
Okay, there's a lot of orange around it.
A lot of orange. There is a lot of corally orange. There is the fluorescent orange. And again, just be careful of the fluorescent orange. You'd want to be like a workman or whatever. You'll be seen. If you want to be seen, go for that shade.
Fluorescent.
Yeah, the fluorescent.
So what else have you brought us in this
Another
month?
one that I brought you in, I had the trousers of it earlier. It's this lovely textured jacket. Again, it has the right length for someone that wants a bit more length to be a bit more covered up. It has the 3/4 sleeves that can be turned up into half sleeve. So if you're a bit colder, you can drop it down. And this is brilliant shape for everyone as well. And with the bit of textures, it just adds that little bit of drama to an outfit without going OTT. But it's the colour. It'll go with the cream that I have on here, if you want to go that way. It'll go with your navies as well.
Anything with a bit of warmth in it, I wonder.
There is.
Yeah.
I brought in one for the cold person out there, and they do happen. Again, this is like your Chanel type jacket. It is also lined, so it gives you that extra bit of warmth. But again, you have it in the lighter colour, so it doesn't come across looking as heavy, would be the secret.
To keep you cosy at the same time.
It would keep you cosy. And again, with the detailed button, it just adds that extra bit of drama to the outfit. Again, your oatmeal trousers or your navy trousers would look brilliant with this, or even your white trousers. But there is that bit more weight
warmth
to
in it. Yeah,
you know?
okay.
Again, the other thing that you can do if you're feeling the bit of chill are these mock suede jackets. They're quite warm, but they still look very summery if you're a cold person. It looks a cross between, remember the old 70s bomber jacket and a hint of a biker jacket. It gives a younger feel again to the jacket. And again, you have your pockets, and it is slightly lined in the inside as well, so it'll keep you that bit warm. But again, if you want to leave it open for a bit of ventilation, you can.
So you probably should invest in at least one nice summer jacket to throw over your jeans, throw over whatever.
And like the other one that's good as well is your lovely
blazer.
The blazer is a godsend for this time of year because again, you can put it over a dress, your jeans, you're dressed with everything with it. Dress it up and dress it down. And even the colour, the lovely pink will go with blues, it'll go with creams, it'll go with certain greens as well when you want to go colour popping as well.
A listener's been on wanting to know about going to the afters of a wedding next month. I can't be too dressed up, but at the same time I feel I should make an effort. Any ideas?
Again, without knowing the person, one of the best things that I could maybe suggest, again, if you're going for a dress, you could always put a kimono over it. Or again, if you wanted to go a trouser, I would say a white trousers, a white cami, and then put the likes of this kimono over it. It's dressed up. You can add a bit of jewellery to add that extra bit of dressy up to it. Something like this will take you anywhere. Even to communion, confirmation, you're dressed up but you're not OTT.
So you'd put, this is a lovely colourful sort of green patterned kimono. You'd put what? White pants, white cami.
Pants and cami or white top and matching trousers. Or again, you could also put your 3/4 with a pair of high heels as well with that to dress it up.
Yeah, the kimonos were everywhere last year, so they're still
They're still very strong. And like that, what they have done this year as well, and you'll find more of them, they've gone for some of the blockier colours. Now, this is a brilliant purple. It's almost a Cadbury's purple. And you can see these sneaking into the shops at the moment. It's giving a hint what's going to be big for autumn winter.
I was going to say, because I would associate purple with more autumn winter styles.
But what people are matching with this now are the Ilaki colours. So you can go an Ilaki jumpsuit and put this over it. Or again, you can go an Ilaki top and trousers and you're creating that lovely bit of texture with the Cadbury's purple going through it.
Cadbury's.
You don't know whether to wear it or eat it, but it's that kind of colour.
Here's another question for you. Danny, I'm only heavy in my hips and tummy, and no matter what I wear, like blazers, dresses, etc., makes me look heavier than what I am. I think somebody taught me about shape, where that would really pull me in, but I don't like. Sorry, I'm trying to make sense of this. Ask Danny what he thinks. Somebody taught me about shape, where that would really pull me in, but I don't like tight things. I'm really trying to make sense of that. I'm sorry.
I'd say if her danger area is around the hips and the tummy area, what she has to be careful. You can wear blazers or certain jackets, but I think where you have to be careful is the length of them. Like, the kimono that I showed you there might drag you down too much if you're a short person. But if you're short, you can go for something like this, which is a bit shorter and a bit flowier.
Fabulous.
Yeah, it's just, we have the greens and we have, what I say, that lovely blue, the light blue and the dark blue going through it, and we have the bit of coral. I think we've all the colours of the season in this one. But
is that a kimono as well?
Yeah, that's a kimono, but a shorter kimono. Everyone thinks a kimono has to be long. It doesn't.
It doesn't.
This might be ideal. Sometimes when you try to pull yourself in, that's when you can show off your danger area. But leaving it a bit flowy and tricking the eye, like a particular deep colour underneath this in the blue and a matching trouser, that would hide the danger area. The other trick you could use, and you have to be very careful, this is only a general guideline, you can use a belt to bring the eye up, maybe like what they used to call it before, underneath the boobs, the empire line. That can be very good in guiding the eye up.
Away from
and have more of an A-line coming down over the hips and over the tummy area. That's another trick you could use.
Okay, empire line. Danny, we're going to have to wrap up, unfortunately, but thank you so much for bringing us in, cheering us up with all those lovely summer styles. And of course, you'll find Danny in Anne-Marie's boutique here in Tralee if you want to check him out. Danny, you'll be back with us again next month.